Alright guys, so in this video, I wanted to see what was going to happen right off the bat. I'll find out right now. After you go into the Kelly controller settings and you change your power from stock is like 55 and 60, but I changed them to 85 each. So I was very curious to see what happens. And definitely a huge increase of power right away. I was very curious to see if we would get a higher top speed by doing that, and it doesn't look like we do. We still just hit 53 miles per hour, but that takeoff is definitely more insane. But we should also look into seeing what our voltage sag is now. Go. Okay. You were way before me, but okay, appreciate it. Voltage sag is 75. Definitely have a lower voltage sag when you start messing with the Kelly controller settings and start upping your battery percent and all that kind of stuff. So basically, it's how much power the bike's actually getting. When you get your ONYX, it comes at like 55%. This is at 85% right now, and it feels great. Just keep in mind, I think by the time we get to work and everything like that, I have a feeling that we are going to go through more battery life. So we'll see. Oh, also the motor will get a lot more hotter this way too, so you would definitely want to put some heat sinks on it, especially when it's hot out. If it's cold where you're at, don't worry about it. You should be fine without them, but where I'm at in California, it is rough. Also, my acceleration time is at 3 now. It was at 4. And we are not going to sit in all this. This is a mess. Hey, it's a Fiesta. That guy was smashing. All I had to do is get a little bit of pedaling. No one could say anything. All right, let's see where we're gonna fit in with traffic right here, because traffic is very bad. Look at this car up here too. Trying to fit in. I was gonna honk at him, but I couldn't find my thing. Man, someone's car would not shift. Oh, it's probably a stick shift, being a GTI. Well, that's pretty much how you got to do it right there, people. That's why we are on these bikes. That's why we don't sit in traffic. You know how long it would have taken me to go through that section right over there if I was in my car? Easily 5 to 7 minutes. Easy. Because that light, a lot of people go straight and there's not 2 lanes. So if one person is trying to go straight, it will hold up every single person, because that light has to turn green for traffic to start flowing. Yeah, it's a mess over there. So once we get on this next road, we'll hit it a little bit. I want to hit it right now in this neighborhood. I'm just waiting for this little thing to open up. Oh my God, this is a different bike. Wow. Wow. Yes, ONYX, yes. Chai battery systems. All right, we're gonna beat this car coming up. Oh my God, that was awesome. Voltage sag is in the 74 range though. Keep that in mind. Remember, we were only dipping down to, what was it, like 77, 78 voltage sag? Now that we're using a lot more of the power to the motor, it is draining. I really don't think we're gonna get to work and be at 82 volts. Because every 6 miles from my old settings, it was roughly about 2 volts down for 6 miles. Whee! Little bump in the road. Keep in mind, I'm still using regen. I'm afraid to hit it like very low. Oh, baby! Yeah! If you guys don't know how to use, like, it's called accel. It's an Android app. If you don't know how to use it, I made videos of it probably over a year ago now on the ONYX. And it's very, very easy to use. It's kind of a cheap type of software. There's another guy that makes one called MotorMed. I think that's what it's called. It's all one word, MotorMed. And it's for Android. You might have to search it on the internet, on like your phone. And then you can download it that way to your Android phone as a APK. I looked for it for the iPhone and it's not available, so that kind of sucks. I really wish it was, or I would use it on my phone. And the Android phone that I have, it's very, very old and it won't accept it because it doesn't work for my version of Android. So it is what it is, but cool app. accel is just an older one. It's kind of crappy, the interface and everything like that, but it does its job. It does what you need to do. I had a pedal past the fire department. I just had to do it. They actually shop in my store. They're not gonna know who I am. I got a full face helmet on, but I think that's funny. They come into our shop all the time. So what I was gonna say, after my buddy's calling me, he wants help with his PC, but I'm busy working. He doesn't understand I work every single day. Voltage sag, it went to 74, then back to 75, and then obviously started going up the higher speed we went. But that initial torque hit, it went down to 74. But anyways, back to the app real quick. Download it for your Android phone. There's a certain one you have to download. I don't know exactly which one it is. I've had it on my phone for over a year. So you can go back to my channel and look for it. And you can change your current percent, your battery percent. You can also change your acceleration time and like regen, how much you want regen to work. I think I changed my regen on this bike down to like 5 or 10% like usage because I didn't like how it felt. Okay, let's see how the voltage sag is coming up this hill. Ready, guys? Go, go, go. All right, 74.2, and then it's going up. Now 77, 78. Oh, still 77, 78. There we go. Let's see. Are we gonna hit a new top speed coming down this overpass? Go, go, go! No, it doesn't look like it. Oh man. Well, I really thought that putting extra power, pulling it out of this battery was really going to help us. But I guess it didn't give us anything extra. It's just going to give us worse range and it gives us better torque and takeoff. But I feel like the bike is perfectly fine the way it is. I think acceleration time, like 4, is kind of on the good side. I think that's fair. I think stock is 5. I changed mine to 4, but I think right now I'm on 3. 4 does good enough, and then I would just keep the battery and everything like that at probably like 60 or 65% on both for current percent and battery, and you should be perfectly fine. Right, again, back at work, I will check the battery percent when we get to the back and let it rest for a second. All right, I don't know if this is gonna come across camera because last time this was all washed out, so I apologize if it is, but surprisingly, 82.2 volts. And we went the same amount of miles. 5.8 miles is technically 6 miles. I do the same trip every day to work. And we hit a top speed of 54.5. That's obviously coming down the overpass, but doesn't look like it affected our range. I mean, we'll find out when we go home and see if we're at 80 volts or more after the full round trip. But for the most part, not bad. I thought it was gonna change our mileage, but doesn't look like it is. So see you guys at the nighttime. All right, man, start vacation. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, Lila's at my house, so I'm out of here. All right, so we're now doing the night riding. Oh God, we gotta make that. Let's go, let's go. Man, you high or what? Gotta love people sometimes. They got a busted ass tail light too. Don't trust them. Don't trust them at all. But so when I got on the bike before I left, it actually went down to 82 volts, like flat. So it wasn't actually 82.2. I don't know why, it's just maybe sitting there, because the alarm actually runs on the bike in the background. So anyways, we should have 2 volts to go through. We'll see if we get there and it's at 80 volts flat. I know you guys can't see the ONYX display, it's too bright. I don't know how to dim the display. So if you guys might know how, let me know. And I would like to do that for you guys so you guys can see it at nighttime instead of always guessing or having me tell you what it is. Woohoo! We're moving. We scooting along, man. This thing has power now that we upped it. But it still has that wall where it just basically just stops and it just will not keep going. So I feel like it would be super nice if we had a, what is it, a 3T motor? Because what's on the ONYX stock? Isn't it like a 3.5T? It's something like that, but I feel like a 3T would let us get up to 60 miles an hour, if not more. That's what I really want. The torque is already fine. I just need more top speed, that's all. Especially, think about it this way. When you go down half on the battery with this, you're now going to be pushing like 44 or 45 miles per hour. So that's just something you have to think about too. My buddy Gabriel has the exact same battery, and he just messaged me telling me that he did, I think he was at 40, or no, I'm sorry, he was at 71 or 72%, which is basically half. And he went from holding a constant 52 miles per hour to like 44 miles per hour. So that's a huge difference. So if we had a different motor in here to do 60, by the time the battery's like half done or something like that, we can actually go, you know, a lot faster. Like so far, we've been probably 7 miles so far, and I'm getting like 51, 52. But like I said, I'm just really curious with the new power of me hitting it every so often, if we're gonna burn a lot more battery. Cold weather, you definitely burn a lot more battery on the ONYX, or any e-bike really. So I was just surprised when we got back yesterday and it was only down another 2 volts. I thought it was gonna go down like 4 volts. But we'll see. Only time will tell until we get there. I'm thinking now I might have to go with a different seat. I don't really want to rep the ONYX logo on the back of my seat anymore. I feel like I want to get a custom seat for myself. But I want something that kind of like raises up in the back, because I just feel like I'm going to slide right off of this bike. And I feel like everyone can see my butt, you know, just kind of sitting on the seat. So I feel like I would love to have something that kind of raises up a little bit, but nothing stupid looking. So we'll have to do that one of these days, but I don't know. It just depends on how expensive it's going to be. Sur-Ron seats are like, I think they're like 90 bucks or 150 bucks. ONYX seats from like Sal's Upholstery or something like that, which he does good work. But I think my buddy paid like $300 or $400 for his seat. So what the hell? I don't want to pay that. That's expensive. Even if I was rich, I don't want to pay that. It's a lot of money for a seat. And you're waiting, like, I heard people are waiting months, like 3 or 4 months out. So I don't know. Voltage sag is looking at 73 volts when we hit it under load. Just so you guys have an idea. No one out here, just me? Nice, nice, nice. All right, here comes all the bumps. Now that power that I was telling you after 40 miles per hour, it actually feels a lot more tame, because now that I upped the acceleration so much from the get-go, now like 0 to 40 is hella fast, and now after 40, it doesn't pull as hard. So it actually kind of did the opposite. It still pulls way better than the stock battery did after 40 regardless, but I just noticed a huge change in that now that we changed some settings. Yeah, well, we're still hitting 52 miles per hour. Not too bad. holding 77.4 volts under load, full throttle. Oh God. Here comes the bumps. Here comes the bumps. Oh. Jeez Louise. I'm going this way. Yeah, man, the pickup on this thing is nice now. Don't go out. Do not go out. Idiots. I mean, as long as I can see them do that, I'm okay with it because I have time to prepare myself and, you know, brake, but I'm more worried about people coming behind me that I cannot see and running straight into me. That's what really scares me. So again, since we're close to the end of the video, how many of you guys are thinking about picking up one of these? Is it gonna be the Max or the Touring? Do you want more range or do you want more power? I don't think your top speed changes with the Max, but I don't know, just let me know if you guys have been thinking about getting one of these batteries from Tri. I also saw that Tri had a battery for the Sur-Ron that comes with a battery lid, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 46 or 48 amp hours, and it looked just as high as mine. I mean, it still looks a little funky because it sits up so high, but I'm thinking about ordering one and using my own discount to give my own self some commission. Which, if you guys want one of these batteries, you guys can go on their website, code MrCentralDriver. It should work for everything. The only thing I'm not sure if it works for is the one wheels, but for the most part, you guys can use my code and save some money. It's definitely gonna be a hefty chunk. It's at least like $100 or so, or more. I've seen it be more on the ONYX battery. I don't know if it's just because it's $2,500, but yeah, definitely use the code, save some money. You guys help me out too, so I'd appreciate it. And keep enjoying these videos. And I'm really curious now, actually, if we're gonna make it and the battery is gonna be at 80 volts. I'm trying to use my region a little bit because I just looked down at the display and I know you guys can't see it still, but it said 79.4. So it could still jump up. I'm real curious. Like, I'll take it slightly easier on this road. I'm still gonna like hit top speed and everything like that, but I'm just curious if it's gonna read the same or a little bit lower. It has to make a difference if it's like half a volt lower than it was. If it's like 79.8, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing at all. But if it's like 75.5, then that kind of gives you a slight idea of, okay, we are losing a little bit, but not terrible still. I honestly thought we were gonna get like 78 volts when we got back to the house. We were gonna lose another 2 volts by turning up this power the way we did. We're looking at about 75, 76 voltage draw. That's where we're going down to under load, but it's showing 79. With regen, it's going up to 80.4. Well, we'll see right now. I'll see you at the house. Okay, I think if I let the bike sit here for a little bit, we're at 79.6 volts. So I think it's gonna go up to 80 if I let it sit for like 5 minutes. So not too bad. What?
I'm letting you do your thing.
Oh, I was just doing my outro for the YouTube people out there. But yeah, I pretty much got the same mileage and I turned up the bike more, so.
You talking to me or them?
I was talking to you.
Oh.
Well, I was talking to them too. I mean, the same thing, but yeah, so now it's at 79.8. See you guys in the next video. My girlfriend's waiting for me, so I gotta go. Peace.